Now you can possibly enjoy a shooter game on such a small screen with, it's not even a controller, it's touchscreen, so it's like you have no accuracy on this game. Also, this is like auto shoot. It's not even auto aim, it's auto shoot, so I basically just have to look at the enemy and they get shot. But you know what, if you're into these type of games, I suppose you could play on this phone. The devs optimize these games so well to the point where even the cheapest phone can run this. It's crazy. Now if you haven't noticed, this phone has a screen that you can look at, and although it's not an AMOLED, they have somehow put 90Hz on this, which on paper is absolutely crazy. And now the absolute bottom of the barrel NPC phones have 90Hz. And somehow the iPhone 16e doesn't? What a clown phone. If I had to nitpick, the screen isn't completely perfect. Like, it has quite a bunch of ghosting, which you probably can't tell on screen. And you can tell that it's 720p, but if I get 90Hz, I'll take it. And speaking of not perfect, this phone has to fall apart somewhere, right? Samsung advertised these cameras to be 50 megapixel dual pro grade, delivering rich colors and fine detail. Okay, buddy. Interesting choice of words. Now, before I get completely grilled in the comments for clowning a budget phone and comparing it to an ultra phone, I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just gonna enjoy what I have. I don't know why I picked the wettest, saddest and muddiest place to test this, but why not? Although this phone is not for professionals, it still has the IP54 rating, which should be enough to protect this phone from the splashes from the rain. Okay. Okay, the phone is glitching. Okay, let's open the camera. I do look pretty wet. So even though the phone has plenty of light, there's a bit of motion blur. I don't know if you can see that. Let's just take this picture. Damn, okay, it is very overprocessed. There's a bunch of sharpening going on. I am very interested to see the 50 megapixel mode. So the first picture, you can see like there's detail in the bricks, but then in the 50 megapixel, the detail gets wiped. Wait a second. There is literally no additional detail with 50 megapixel. This is a scam. Oh, what is this? Go back. Bro, the rain is really messing up. I missed the wet touch technology that you get on Xiaomi. If we just pretend that this is a PDF file for a second, like the detail is fine. It would get the job done, I guess. Now, if I did have to make a small nitpick, I wish this phone had OIS, because when you do take these PDF shots, like the phone shakes so easily. So then if I go to even slightly low light scenarios, the phone shakes quite a bit, and look what happens if I take the photo. Oh, it actually looks kind of decent. Okay. But in video mode, 1080p with no stabilization. Yikes. I am glad that there's no ultra-wide camera, because it would have been useless anyway, and the urge to make fun of it would have been immeasurable. I did say I'm not going to show you any comparisons, but just one, please. Look at this. And I guess while I'm wet, I might as well show you the face unlock. So it actually works kind of well. Like, press this button, it scans my face. Sometimes it gets confused, but like a lot of the time it just takes like a second or two and it works, which is much better than this fingerprint scanner. This thing sucks and it's just unreliable. And what is reliable and what kind of blew me away is that last year Samsung gave us 2 years of software support, which is not surprising for such a noob phone. But this year you get 6 years of software support, not just security but actual OS updates. Now, I don't know how this phone is even supposed to survive 6 years, but if it does, you can give this to your grandma and this will probably last her the entire life until she has to go on a long vacation. It's just that if you go used, there's so many better options. For example, if you go to eBay for almost the same price, you could probably find a Galaxy S10. Literally one right here, S10 Plus, £82. Or even this one, 70. You could even get a OnePlus 8 Pro. Look, 63, 84, and this would be much better. I know it's not the same thing. It would have no warranty, it would have no software support, but if you just put like a custom ROM on it, this would be much better than buying the cheapest brand new phone. But if you don't have a choice and you have to buy a phone brand new just to scan a PDF file or just to call your grandma, which doesn't have much time left, this might be a decent phone for once.